Have you ever truly believed that your mere focused intention has the profound power to physically shape the real-world results you consistently achieve in your life? Stop dismissing manifestation as just hopeful pseudoscience, because a growing body of rigorous neuroscience research strongly validates the underlying mechanism of intentional reality creation. Dr. James Doty, a world-renowned neurosurgeon from Stanford University, asserts that intention is a powerful neurological command that fundamentally directs the brain's complex structural changes. This transformative process, scientifically known as neuroplasticity, confirms that your mental focus can literally rewire the physical neural circuits within your brain. Understanding this principle means your future is not rigidly predetermined, but is a fluid neural blueprint that you actively write with consistent thought and emotion. Ignoring this profound biological truth ensures you remain a passive recipient of circumstances, rather than the conscious architect of your own destiny. What is the specific brain filter, often called the secret switch, that you must program to instantly recognize opportunities for wealth and success? I will fully reveal the biological identity and function of this crucial filter in the middle section of this video. I personally experienced many years of struggle where my grandest aspirations always felt frustratingly blocked, consistently convinced that I lacked the innate talent or necessary luck for success. I used to rely solely on sporadic bursts of overwhelming willpower, failing to realize that my inconsistent actions were merely products of an old, unsupportive neural narrative. I discovered that the deepest desires I held in my conscious mind were constantly being sabotaged by ingrained, limiting subconscious beliefs rooted in past experiences. Perhaps you also wrestle with this profound psychological conflict, possessing massive potential but constantly derailed by relentless self-doubt that sabotages your momentum. Applying the principles of neuroscience-informed manifestation fundamentally changed my approach, teaching me to treat my brain as a powerful, malleable tool that can be deliberately recalibrated for superior results. We will see exactly how simple daily mental repetitions can physically create the neural highways needed to drive you toward your specific goals. The central conflict sabotaging your success is the overwhelming dominance of the brain's negative bias, a primal survival mechanism fiercely guarded by the deep-seated amygdala. This amygdala is structurally wired to focus intensely on potential threats, risks, and perceived losses, rather than recognizing neutral or positive opportunities for growth. When you visualize success, this primal center automatically fires old fear pathways, generating internal resistance and undermining your new, fragile, positive intention. Neuroplasticity, the brain's power to form new connections, works neutrally, meaning that repeatedly dwelling on failure inadvertently strengthens those detrimental negative neural pathways. This neurological conflict ensures that your internal system resists the very prosperity you are consciously seeking to achieve in your life. The critical task is successfully convincing your survival-driven brain that your desired future success is actually a necessary safety requirement, not a terrifying threat. Manifestation works through the core neuroscientific mechanism of synaptic strengthening, requiring immense emotional repetition to literally build new neural pathways in the brain. Every time you vividly visualize a positive outcome or repeat a powerful affirmation, you fire the corresponding set of neurons associated with that specific belief. Consistent, emotionally charged repetition causes these neurons to wire together, a process known as Hebb's law, physically thickening the gray matter and the areas responsible for that thought pattern. Without sufficient, emotionally intense repetition, your new intentions remain merely weak side roads, easily ignored by the robust, deeply entrenched neural superhighways of your old self-sabotaging habits. This confirms that weak or sporadic visualization is insufficient. The brain demands absolute consistency fueled by deep emotional conviction to enact lasting structural change. The specific brain filter you must successfully program, answering the secret switch open loop, is the reticular activating system, RAS, a critical network of neurons located in the brainstem. The RAS functions as the brain's ultimate gatekeeper, filtering out billions of data points received by your senses every second, allowing only information deemed relevant or necessary to reach your conscious awareness. When you consciously set a clear, emotionally charged intention, you effectively program your RAS to instantly recognize and prioritize any relevant information or opportunities in your external environment. This explains the common phenomenon where, after deciding to buy a red car, you suddenly start noticing red cars everywhere, confirming the brain's filtering action. Manifestation is therefore not about attracting things, but about training your RAS to see the opportunities that were always there, aligning your perception with your goals. The practical core ritual for successfully programming the RAS is multisensory visualization, consciously engaging all 5 senses to make the desired future reality feel completely present and tangible. Visualization is most potent when you vividly imagine not just the sight of success, but also the smell, the sound, the texture, and the intense emotion of having already achieved your goal. This comprehensive sensory engagement strengthens the neural connection exponentially because it creates a richer, more robust memory trace in the brain's hippocampus. Dr. Doty advocates using relaxation as a first step, switching the nervous system to the parasympathetic state, rest and digest, to make the brain more receptive to the intentional programming that follows. This ritual effectively embeds the intention into your subconscious, ensuring the RAS actively works for you while you are engaged in daily tasks. The true power of this manifestation process culminates in the release of dopamine, the crucial reward neurotransmitter that drives motivated action toward your specific goals. Dopamine is not simply the pleasure chemical, it is the neurological fuel that reinforces goal-directed behavior, making the pursuit of the goal feel inherently rewarding. When your brain recognizes a pattern or opportunity flagged by the RAS, it releases a surge of dopamine, increasing motivation and signaling the necessity of taking immediate action. This ensures that manifestation is never passive. It is an active, self-reinforcing cycle where disciplined mental programming leads directly to heightened motivation and relentless physical action. Ultimately, the successful manifestation you desire is the predictable biological consequence of training your brain to love the necessary pursuit. The advanced application of this neuroscience requires incorporating an essential ethical framework into your intention, moving beyond mere self-serving acquisition for profound, sustainable success. Dr. Doty's research at Stanford highlights that intention rooted in compassion and service activates the parasympathetic system, promoting clear, calm, and cooperative decision-making. Intentions, based solely on greed or ego, often trigger the stress response, ironically leading to impulsive, short-sighted behaviors that undermine long-term stability. Aligning your goals with a higher purpose that benefits others creates a deeper, more resilient neural pathway, Because the brain associates your ambition with social trust and collective reward. Manifestation works most effectively when your internal goals resonate with external ethical contribution, ensuring that your pursuits are both productive and profoundly sustainable. A key application is value tagging, where you consciously assign extremely high emotional value to your desired goals, thereby elevating their priority status within the subconscious filing system. You must relentlessly examine and rewrite the unconscious narrative you hold about yourself and your potential, eliminating the baggage of past failures and limiting beliefs. Neuroscience shows that this conscious restructuring of your self-narrative physically alters the neural circuits that dictate your behavior and perceived self-worth. If your self-narrative dictates failure, your RAS will ruthlessly filter out success. If it dictates abundance, your RAS will actively seek evidence of prosperity. Manifestation is essentially the deliberate act of aligning your internal belief system with the external reality you actively wish to inhabit, making success feel inevitable. Imagine your intention as the precise compass setting and your RAS as the detailed map filter guiding your journey towards success through life's complex terrain. If your compass, intention, is set clearly, your map, RAS, highlights the necessary roads, resources, and crucial signposts needed for your specific destination. The lack of clear intention leaves the compass spinning aimlessly, making every piece of information on the map irrelevant and useless for navigation. The successful manifester meticulously calibrates the compass, intention, and emotion, and ensures the map filter, RAS, is actively highlighting the resources that serve that ultimate direction. This profound understanding elevates the act of visualization from a passive wish into a decisive, powerful act of neuroengineering. In conclusion, the Neuroscientist's Guide to Manifestation confirms that success is a predictable result of training your brain through neuroplasticity and RAS programming. The conflict of limiting beliefs and fear is definitively overcome by using multi-sensory visualization fueled by positive emotion and reinforced by dopamine-driven action. Scientific evidence from Stanford validates that aligning intention with a compassionate purpose significantly strengthens the neural pathways for sustained motivation and superior clarity. You are the sole programmer of your mental reality, possessing the complete biological power to overcome the past and actively create a radically successful future. Use these transformative neuroscience principles to convert your deepest desires from abstract dreams into tangible, repeatable physical realities today. Therefore, now is the time to immediately initiate your transformative 30-day RAS programming challenge without any further delay in your life. Write down your top 10 goals with precise detail. Visualize them using all 5 senses for 5 minutes every morning, and commit to taking one small, aligned action daily. Remember this core truth. Your ultimate success is not determined by external forces, but by the frequency and consistency of your internal neural programming. If this science-backed guide to manifestation has truly opened your eyes to your immense potential, please show your deep commitment by immediately hitting the like button right now. Subscribe and widely share this essential video so that more people fully understand that the final secret to achieving lasting success is mastering the biology of their own belief.